All right. I was sort of did an intro to this just a second ago, but I ended up hitting a massive bit of wood that decided it was going to wind its way all through my derailleur, so I've had to stop and fix that. Yeah, so I thought it'd be something a little bit different here, just because I've got some time while I'm away along Top Shelf. So if you've ever watched my channel, most of my, well, pretty much all of my rides here are at Jubilee here in Toowoomba, and you probably have noticed I don't really venture out too many places, and the reason for that is just largely to just do with my anxiety. So if you've ever had anxiety, you'll understand it. If you haven't, it's kind of a hard thing to explain to people. So when I come out, I mean, for one, I'm terrified on the bike because I'm not fully confident on it. So it's one of the reasons that I don't like to come out, especially by myself. The other thing is, I don't like to come out by myself because of my anxiety. If you've never, anxiety is kind of like, you know, when you first get that real fear of doing something like anxiety is probably not the right word, it's more like a panic attack. Get a real fear of doing something. It's just like a fear of, you know, your stomach is nauseous, your head just can't, hard to focus, might feel like you're going to pass out. Depersonalization, that's a big thing. It's like sometimes you're riding along and it doesn't actually feel like I'm in control of what I'm doing. It feels like I'm sort of swimming about a foot or two behind my body. And I know I'm in control of what I'm doing, but it doesn't feel like it. It's really hard to explain to people unless they've sort of experienced it themselves. And so I haven't been out for 3 weeks, basically because I've been by myself and I haven't been able to get sort of anyone to come out riding with me, which makes me nervous. Doesn't, like, at the best of times when I come riding with mates, I'm sort of maybe 80% functional, I suppose. When I'm by myself, that drops quite considerably. So if I've got mates with me, it's usually because I can sort of focus on what they're doing on the trails as well, and because they're distracting me, I don't really have time to think about myself. So a big part of that too is, forget about this part. Oh, no, not gonna make it. Big part of it too is traveling. So I would love to go riding elsewhere. It just happens at Jubilee's, you know, 15 minutes from my house. But traveling for me is just it's like this whole other fucking thing. It's really hard to get out. Like, I'd love to go to Sugar Bag, Daisy Hill, Mount Cotton, which ironically is where I used to live. And of course I wasn't riding bikes then. So it's just sort of hard to get out and have a good time, because even if I got there, I'd be sort of so focused on how I'm feeling and what's going on, it'd be a real struggle to do anything. And so I'm out here today and I'm not going to do anything stupid. I have a bit of a fear of getting air and stuff like that, so I'm thinking I'll do Top Shelf into Frenzy, but it's been 3 weeks since I've been out on the bike and I'm really not that confident on the bike in general. Confident enough, definitely not for air or anything. The only thing that requires jumping is a bit of a no-go. Braking in the corner, never good. So yeah, the past The reason I haven't been out for 3 weeks is not because I haven't wanted to be. It's just because I just don't feel like I could get out. Like I got dressed up to get on the bike, go out. I just couldn't do it. Sort of pace back and forwards at home, thinking, no, fucking go for it. And just, yeah, I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't get in the car and come out. I mean, today, like I said, I'm out, but I kind of promised myself last night, fuck it, I don't care what's happening. I really want to get out. Because this has been really good. Like, getting on the bike has been good for my anxiety and whatnot, but I just fucking hate doing it myself. Because like I said, it's just that anxiety of what if something goes wrong, which by the way is, you know, pretty much anxiety in a nutshell. What if something goes wrong? So I'm not going to do anything stupid. Of course, oh, fuck me, that's a healthy side. Jesus Christ. He's got good traction. And yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just fucking, I would love to come out way more than I do. And I feel like if I did, I'd be a much better rider for it. I just can't fucking get there. Then I should do that again someday. So yeah, it's just sort of hard to focus on riding when you're feeling a bit anxious, and along with that comes a bit of nausea. Yeah, it's just a real pain in the fucking ass. Like if you've ever had anxiety, or you know someone with anxiety, you'll get it, but it's kind of a really hard thing to understand, because the first thing everyone says is, what are you worried about? There's nothing to worry about. And you're like, yeah, I'm fucking well aware of that. Doesn't help you telling me no. It's not a choice I'm making. Thank God for e-bikes. Also, I'm not the fittest person, so. But yeah, I suppose that's just a little bit of backstory if you haven't seen any videos for a while, or you're the sort of person that gets anxiety. Like mountain biking is out there heaps for me. Just that exercise. Something to really enjoy, but yeah, I thought I'd start this with a little bit of an honest take on where I'm at. You know, if anyone else is in a similar boat, let us know in the comments. It's a really fucked up thing, and I wouldn't wish it on anyone, to be honest. But yeah, might leave it there and I'll catch up on Frenzy.